Welcome to this adult yoga class. Find a comfortable seat on your mat. You can sit on a proper knot. Sit up nice and tall. Feel the shape of your body. Feel the weight of your lower body on the floor. Your spine reaching up towards the heavens. Notice how your body's showing up for you today. Are you feeling energetic or lethargic? Is your stomach rumbling or full? Just what's going on in your physical body. Bring your awareness to your mind and notice how your mind is showing up for you today. Is it full of thoughts or is it kind of quiet? Can you allow your thoughts to float through your mind like clouds scudding across the sky without getting caught up in them? And what about your feelings? What feelings are showing up for you? Know that your feelings will change every 90 seconds. Allow them all to pass through you without attachment or judgment. And deep inside, there is an infinite ocean of silence and potential. Allow an intention to form for today's practice. Mentally repeat that to yourself in the positive present tense 3 times. Let's take some nice sun-shining breaths, inhaling all the way up. And exhaling, turning the palms and pressing down. Scooping up earth energy. And bringing cosmic energy down into the earth. This time, let's interlace the hands and press them up towards the sky. We'll stretch over to one side. And roll towards the floor. Come back to center, roll towards the ceiling. Come back to the side, stretch a little further. Inhale tall. And float the arms down. Feel the difference in the 2 sides of your body. Inhale up. See if you can interlace your hands with the opposite thumb in front, whatever way you're not used to doing. And then turn the palms up and stretch in the other direction. And then roll to look towards the floor. And roll towards the ceiling. Come back to a side stretch, go a little further. Inhale up and float the arms down. Bring them to the floor behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades and lift your heart. Coming up tall, reach forward and stretch out as far as you can. Walk yourself back in. Sitting up nice and tall, bring one hand across to your knee, the other to the floor behind you. And back to center and rotate the other way. And back to center. Take a breath and notice how you feel. Let's take a deep breath and reach one arm forward, fingers up, and then press down. Reach up and press down. Reach up and press down. Let's bring that arm down. Let's bring the other arm up and down and up and down. Feel the stretch in the underside of your arm and feel the stretch in the back of your arm. Let's bring both arms up, press up, and press the back of the hands away. Press up and press the back of the hands away. One more time, press up and press the back of the hands away and down. Bring those hands up and circle the wrists. And circle back the other way. And let's draw circles with our elbows. Circling, we're drawing circles on the ceiling, but we're really circling our elbows. And circle back the other way. We're going to bring our hands in, and we're going to open and close the elbows, bringing the fingertips together and reaching out. This time with the arms out, let's make two little claws and we'll turn two doorknobs, rotating the shoulders. And down. Feel the tingling in your arms and hands. Stretching up tall, let your chin come down to your chest and draw a little wave shape on your chest. You might feel some creaking and cracking in the back of your neck. Back to center, lift the head, look over your shoulder. Look behind you as far as you can. And then blink your eyes to relax them as you come back and look over the other way. And come back to center, blinking. And first side. And come back and look the other way. And back to center. Take a breath. Let the ear get heavy, reach forward one shoulder, bring the other hand to the floor behind you in diagonal, and gently press into your fingertips. Inhale back up, bring the hand back in. Let the ear reach towards your shoulder. Bring your other hand to the floor behind you at diagonal. And gently press into your fingertips. Breathe into the stretch in the side of your neck. And inhale back up. Take a breath and notice how you feel. Let's puff out our cheeks. And release. Inhale, puff. And release. And one more time, big puff. And release. Let's let the chin come down, become heavy. Feel the back of your neck stretch. The shoulders move away from your ears. Inhale, let the chin come up towards the sky. Inhale tall, let the chin come down. Inhale up. Stretch up. I'm going to add a little spinal roll here, so the chin's going to come down, and then the shoulders, then the upper back, and the mid back, giving the whole back a stretch. And then inhale and stack one vertebra on top of the other. Stretch up tall. Look up. And exhale. Chin to chest. Shoulders come forward. Upper back begins to round. Feel a stretch in your back as you reach your head towards the floor. It's not like the stretch we did before where we're going out. Here we're staying close to the body. Just rounding over, letting the weight of the head help you stretch. You should feel that all the way down your back, even though we're just moving the upper part of the body. Inhale up. Unfurling, deep breath, lifting the heart to the sky, looking up. If you're getting a sun bath here, just reaching to the sky, looking to the sky. And last one, chin to chest. It's kind of like day and night. It's now rounding in like a flower curls in at night, right? Exactly what we're doing. We're curling in, just like it's nighttime. Letting the body rest. Breathing into your back body. And then we're inhaling and unfurling, just like a flower opening in the morning to reach up to the sun. And back to center. If you want a prop, you could take the prop out for the next one if you want. And switch legs just for variety's sake. Take one arm up by the ear. We're going to reach up and over. And then we're going to just switch sides. Last one, and we'll hold this one, big stretch, reach that arm out more. Stretch over. Spinning the rib cage slightly towards the ceiling and looking up. And inhale up. Take a breath. Bring the other arm up and over. Big side stretch. And slide your bottom arm out. Turn your rib cage slightly towards the ceiling. And inhale up and down. Walk your hands around behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart. You want a little more challenge, lift the hips. And come on back down. Sit up nice and tall. Bring one hand to the floor and back, the other hand to the knee. Let's twist around. Reach that back arm out. Turn the palm up. Make a big rainbow, following it with your head and your eyes. And come into a forward fold here. Roll back up. Bring your hands across, the other hand to the floor behind you. Stretch. Look as far behind you as you can. Reach that back arm out. Turn the palm up, big rainbow, following it with your hands and your eyes. And come into a forward fold. Inhale back up. One more set. Coming into our spinal twist. Reaching the arm behind you. Rotating from the shoulder, turning the palm up and sweeping over and forward fold. And inhale up. Spinal twist. Reach that arm behind, big stretch. Turn the palm, reach. Inhale, exhale over, and surrender your weight. Inhale up, and notice how you feel. Let's stretch out the legs. We'll go for a little walk. Bring one knee in and then the other. And let's rock back and bring both knees in, or lift the knees, or stretch them out, or add some arms. Draw your belly in and up for support. Keep breathing. And hands to the floor, feet to the floor. And back to your walk to give those legs a little stretch. And bring the hands to the floor, feet next to your buttocks, deep breath. And this time we'll lift the hips this way. Opposite of what we just did, lifting the legs. And come on back down. Let's stretch out one leg and then the other. We'll just repeat that series. And bringing the heels off the floor, or the legs off the floor, or the arms off the floor, or straightening the legs. Keep breathing. The hands and the legs back. Take another little walk. And then bring the heels in a little bit closer and lift your hips. Press up. And come on back down. Stretch those legs out. Give a little rub. Give a little shake. Little rock from side to side. And then sitting up nice and tall, let's point and flex the toes and ankles. And circle the ankles. And circle back the other way. And one more windshield wiper. I'm going to do a little brain game. This is National Brain Awareness Week. Did you know that? So I think you can see my feet. So we've got our feet. We're pointing and flexing. Everybody's got that, right? Bring the hands up. Let's point and flex together. Now let's keep the feet up and point the fingers down. And then let's reverse. Fingers up, toes down. So going in opposite directions. All right, let's see if we can ramp this up. Let's point the, it's too hard for me to say which one. Point one toe down, point the opposite hand up. Switch. So now you've got one hand and foot going the same way, the other hand and foot going the same way, but the two sides are going differently. You're having fun yet? Brain games are so much fun. All right, can we try one more? So now we've got the toes and the hands and the feet, everything's going opposite. So if a toe is pointed up, the hand is pointed down. You may have to go really slowly to get it. With practice, obviously, you'll go better, faster, but that's okay. It's more the thrill of challenging your brain while getting a nice stretch. Two more. And one. And let's windshield wiper everything. And then circle the wrists and the ankles. And circle back the other way. And end with a nice forward fold. Let's inhale onto our hands and knees. Some nice, easy cat circles. Opening up the hips in a different way. Opening up the rib cage a little bit. And let's stop and circle back the other way. Let's bring the knees apart, the toes together, and press back into child. Feel your spine lengthening as you press your palms into the floor. We'll do a little vinyasa here. We're going to inhale into table. Round up. Lift the tailbone and the head. Press back into child. Inhale into table. Round your back. Lower your belly. Press back into child. Inhale, table, round, and open, and press back into child. You can stay with that or make it a little more challenging. Inhale into table, press forward into an up dog. Press back into dog tilt, and press back into child. Inhale into table, either round the back or open into an up dog. Press back. Let's make an intermediate table. Press back into up dog tilt, and press back into child. Taking a full breath for recovery, and then inhale into table, either round the back or press into an up dog. Press back into table, lifting the tailbone and the head, and pressing back into child. And add to that, we're going to inhale into table, pressing forward into an up dog, pressing back into table. You can press back into child or press back into a downward facing dog. And press back into table and back into child. When you're ready, inhale into table. Coming into up dog, elbows down. Heart lifts. Come back into table. Press back into child or back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. Inhale and press into the base of your index finger. Inhale and lift your hips away from your hands. Inhale and press your heels down towards the floor. Inhale back into table and back into child. Deep breaths to recoup. This will be our last one. Inhale into table. Inhale into up dog. Stay here for 3 breaths this time. Come back into table. Draw the belly in, turn the toes over, press back into down dog or take child. Spread those toes. Widen the back. Flatten the shoulder blades down. Draw the belly in and up and lift your tailbone. And let's walk ourselves forward and come to Uttanasana. And we'll hang out here to recuperate a little bit. Walk your hands around to one side. Knees can be nice and bent. Come back to center. Bring your hands behind your legs. Let your head hang. And then walk yourself around to the other side. Deep breaths into your back body. Come back to center. And because you've been upside down a long time, place your hands on your thighs, press into your heels, and take every moment slowly rolling up the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Slow, 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 so you don't get dizzy. If you do get dizzy, please sit back down. Otherwise, coming into Tadasana. Taking a few breaths here. Let's bring hands to the heart. Your thumb is plugged into your breastbone so you can feel your heartbeat. We'll take a few more breaths, allowing the body to come back to homeostasis. And let's step out to our 5-pointed star. Taking a few breaths here, getting big. Feeling the weight settling in the feet, the kneecaps lifting, tailbone tucked, pelvic floor and lower belly lifted. Rib cage tucked and side ribs lengthening. Inhale the shoulders up and relax them down. Feel the shoulder blades reach towards each other as the fingertips reach away. Tuck the chin and lengthen up through the top of the head. Feel the energy pouring out of your hands and the palms of your hands. And let's rotate towards the left And come into Virabhadrasana. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, lunge. And we'll hold. Feel the legs engage by pulling the mat apart with your feet. Let's release the hands, turn the toes in. Toe heel back to Tadasana. Take a breath. Anjali Mudra. Let's step out to five-pointed star once again. Rounding through the feet, let's lift up the toes and spread them wide. Relax them down and lift the arches. Let's rotate the toes to the right. Come into warrior two. Inhale and stretch up tall. Exhale and open. Do one more and we'll hold it. And release, turn the toes in and toe heel back to Tadasana. Anjali Mudra. Feel your heart beating. Full breaths all the way down to the belly and all the way up to the collarbones. We're going to do a balancing pose and it's got movement in it. So it's a little more challenging. So if you need to hold on to something for a balancing pose, hold on to something next to you. So you'd be standing next to your chair or table or something like that. I'm going to stand sideways. This is to help you with your gait, with your walking, with your balance. You're finding your drishti, holding on to something, let's say with your left hand. Stretch up nice and tall and shift your weight to the left and point your right foot in front of you and point your right foot behind you. Point your right foot in front of you. Point your right foot behind you. Point your right foot in front of you. Point your right foot behind you. Come to stillness. Stay here holding on with your left hand. We're going to switch legs. So the weight's on the right foot. Point the left foot in front of you. Left foot behind you. Left foot in front of you, toes on the floor, so it's only off the floor for a moment. Behind you. Toe in front of you. Toe behind you. Come back to Tadasana. Still holding on with your left hand. You want a little more challenge. The right arm comes in front. The left arm comes in back. Here's another brain game. The right arm swings behind you as the left toe comes forward. Arm comes forward, leg comes back. Arm comes forward, back, leg comes forward. Arm comes forward. One more. Is it getting easier? One more. And back to center. Good job. Change sides. Holding on with your right hand if you need to. Starting on our left leg for our weight, and our right foot comes forward, and our right foot comes back. Find your drishti to help your balance. And come back to center. Take a breath, balancing on both legs. Switch your weight over to your left. Still holding on with your right hand if you're holding on. And right toes forward and back. And back to Tadasana. If you want a little more challenge, the left arm comes forward, the right toes go back. And then we switch it. One more and we'll be done. And back to Tadasana. It got easier, didn't it? Let's just work that out by doing a little march. And come back to Tadasana. Let's melt down onto our mats on our backs. Holding on to our legs. Take a deep breath. You can lift those legs up again if you like. And come a little lower. And a little lower. And a little lower. And surrender. Let's bring one leg in, give that leg a hug, and pick your head up towards your knee if you like. Release the foot and the head and slide it down. Bring the other leg in, give it a hug. Pick your head up towards your knee. And lower the head, lower the foot, and slide it down. Bring the first leg in, give it a hug. Lift the head up if you like, lift up the opposite leg. Breathe. And lower the legs and the head and slide it down. Bring the other leg in. Squeeze. Inhale, lift the head, lift the opposite leg. And lower down. Bring both legs in. Bring the left leg in, give it a hug. Bring the knee out into the nearest armpit. And then grab your ankle, bring it across, coming into figure four. And inhale, and on the exhale, push that knee away and release. Inhale, on the exhale, push the knee away and release. Inhale, push the knee away and release. Inhale, push the knee away, reach forward and grab your ankle and slide your heel down towards your groin. Just be mindful of your knee, making sure that's not too compressed, pushing that knee away. So doing a variation on figure four here. Deep breaths. And release. And widen your legs and windshield wiper. Your knees nice and slow. One more. And come back to center. We'll do the other leg. Feet flat on the floor. Bring your right leg in. Give it a hug. Long spine on the floor. Deep breath, bringing that knee into your right armpit. Reach down, grab your left heel, bring that leg across, resting your heel on your knee. Right hand on your right knee. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, press that knee away and release. Inhale, exhale, press and release. Inhale, exhale, press and release. One more time, press and release. Inhale. Let's press it away or release, whichever works for you. I think maybe, I'm not sure. We'll decide what feels right for you on that one. Reach and grab your ankle and slide your heel down towards your groin. Being careful about too much compression of the knee. That's why I wasn't sure. So you have to feel where your knee is happier. And then continue pressing that knee away. Breathing into the stretch. And let's release the knee, release the foot, widen the legs as wide as your mat, and windshield wiper. Let's stop with the knees pointed over to the left. And for a little more challenge, you can pick up your left heel, place it on the outside of your right knee, float that leg down. Arms could be in goddess pose. And release the foot, come on back up. Notice how you feel. Lower the knees the other way. And again, if you like, knees to the right, pick up your right heel, place it on the outside of your left knee to weight that leg down a little bit more. Feel a lovely stretch in the top of your left thigh. And breathe into it. And release. Bring the legs back in and give yourself another hug. Push your knees away. And if you like, cross your right leg over your left. If you want even more, hook your ankles together. And then we'll lower the knees down over to the right. Sorry, that's the left, over to the left. And turn the head to the right. So you can make this as complicated as you like, or you could just have one knee on top of the other. Uncross your legs. And inhale back up. And if you like, cross your left leg over your right. You can hook the toes underneath if you like, or just stay with your legs parallel and lower the knees down to the right. Turn the head away from your knees. And uncross your legs. Come back onto your back. Give yourself one final hug or a little rock. And if you like, get a blanket or pillow, or anything else you like for Shavasana. Taking this time for the body to absorb the benefits of all the good work you've done today. You can stay here as long as you like. And when you're ready, begin to move and stretch. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your feet flat on the floor. And roll to the one side. When you're ready, come to a seated position. Namaste.